Well done, Chris.
Yeah.
As everybody was saying, and the host is here right now, Graham Norton.
I only just recorded that, and I'm looking at it thinking, I wonder what that is.
No, you were fully invested. You were 100% in there.
No, and I honestly, on the day I'm looking, because I don't know the puzzles beforehand, so I'm genuinely looking at the puzzles thinking...
Did they not give you the answers?
They would if I asked, but
you quite like the fun of not knowing.
It keeps you interested if you don't know the answers, you know.
Do you think it's actually difficult, or do you think it's being in the moment with the prize money and everything?
I mean, it's such a cliche, but it is much harder than it looks. You know, if you're sitting at home on your sofa, you know,
running in flip-flops.
Yeah, of course, you know that. But when you're there, you're thinking about the other contestants, you're thinking about how much money, when will I get a turn on the wheel, you know, all of those things are going on. So it is much harder. Even the studio audience, I think, are sitting there thinking, yeah, we know this. Just because it's so much easier when you're not actually playing the game.
The pressure of being under the lights, as I know when you're doing something, you get the most wonderful answers and people can just sort of melt as well, can't they? They completely buckle.
Oh, no, and also, particularly with word puzzles, if you just have a blind spot...
Yes.
If early on you decide, oh, that must be wood, and you can't get that out, then you're doomed. You'll never get it.
Yeah. It's also there as well, because people know the money that's at stake too, and they're invested because they think to themselves what they would do with the money.
No, because the problem is that, to begin with, Wheel of Fortune, when they start playing, it's just fun.
Yeah.
And then about halfway through, some of them have quite a lot of money. And they realise, oh, I could be going on to play for the 50 grand.
Yes.
And, you know...
Life-changing.
I mean, I'm beside the people, and they're shaking. And they hadn't been shaking up to this point. Now it's
That's because you're next to them.
Well, yeah, that's right. No, it's so deadly serious. It's so deadly serious.
It's such an... I was watching it on Saturday night, and I couldn't get them. I was kind of exactly that. You get word blind, and you're thinking, what's this phrase? What's that word? And then I was sort of remembering the heritage of the show, because it's been around for a long time. This is your first game show since Carnal Knowledge?
Well remembered, Ben Shepherd.
Him and Chef both remember the show very well.
My thing about Carnal Knowledge, which I absolutely loved, obviously, because I was of an age where...
Oh, my God.
Look at this. I was properly of an age
I
where
hope my friend Maria's watching. She'll love that picture's on television.
It's very influential when you're of a certain age, that was. But, as Kat was saying, Cher always brings this up on your show.
Yes. It's so weird. Every time Cher brings up that and Father Ted, I think she's seen 2 television programmes and I'm in them.
Has she watched Wheel of Fortune yet?
Not yet. Well, I'm sure she has in America.
Because it's big over there as well, of course, isn't it?
Huge
Oh, yeah,
over there.
Ryan Seacrest has just taken it over.
Yeah, he's just taken... But it must be quite nice to go into something like that knowing, OK, this is a format, it works, it's great.
Absolutely.
Just don't mess it up, Norton.
Because it's that sort of thing. It is kind of the OG, you know. It's that one. And I'm sure you guys have done pilots for game shows, new formats, and there's always a funny bit in the pilot. And you've done all the run-throughs in the office. And then on the night, you're doing the pilot, and about halfway through, you realize, oh, there's a major format flaw. This is why this will never work.
And you've got to keep going till the end, knowing that.
Oh, it's so painful. It's so painful.
You are mid-run with the chat show?
Yeah, we're just back tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Who's on tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, you've got Brie Larson, Tom Hiddleston, Billy Porter, and Woman of the Hour, Claudia Winkleman.
Oh, amazing.
Wow.
Are you a Traitors fan?
I am so invested already.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Linda, I love Linda. Traitors, yes.
Oh, that was brilliant. When even her earrings swung, she moved so quickly.
It was amazing, isn't it? And Celebrity Traitors, they're going to do. Is that? Would you?
No.
No. What would you?
Actually, no. Do you know what? What I'd like to do is just the round tables.
Yes, to sit there with that bit.
If it didn't have the missions.
Yes. All the tasks.
Yes.
Traitor or faithful?
Oh, it was way more fun to be a traitor.
Yeah,
way more fun.
And you can work the hood.
Yeah,
and
you've got something to do when you're a traitor. If you're a faithful, you just...
Yeah.
Waiting to be killed.
In terms of the lineups of your show, I mean, you have some of the most incredible guests on. Is there anybody that you would still like to get on, or still, or even put together on the same couch? Because I think that's always the interesting bit. It is,
and that's the bit you never kind of know
about.
Yeah. One of my go-to answers for this question was always Julia Roberts. We never got Julia Roberts. And then we did.
Yes.
We got her. And it was on a ridiculously starry show where she was on with Tom Hanks and Cher. Oh, there they are. And Timothée Chalamet. And
I mean, that is a ridiculously starry show.
Ridiculous. Like, that's too rich in terms of a cooking metaphor.
You've picked ingredients.
Yeah, it was a bit creamy. Yeah. That is a lot to have in one dish. So, but Julia was kind of the secret sauce. She was great. She kind of fangirled over Cher.
Yeah.
She kind of, she knew Tom really well.
And that's the bit that you can't prescribe for, isn't it? You just don't know.
Because you'd never done a British talk show before.
So who would you still like to get?
So who you're going to move on now?
We've still never had Brad Pitt. Never had him. He's about the last of those kind of old school kind of Hollywood stars that we haven't had.
Yeah.
And divas? Who's the diva?
I mean, look, there are egos involved.
Yes.
Often, the thing that makes me laugh is when, I go out and talk to the audience, and then I'm backstage, and some of the guests are there. We always have to wait for someone.
Yes.
Someone always makes it their job to be last, and I don't know what that's about, but apparently it's a thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Who's made you wait the longest?
I cannot tell you. Some people have made us wait a long time.
Really? And how about a dressing room for a phone? Have you ever had that?
Oh, we did have that. Yeah, I nearly blurted out who did that. Yes.
Feel free.
No, I won't. I've talked to this before, but they had 9 dressing rooms already.
Yeah.
And then someone came in
Needed an
and
extra
went,
one.
we need an extra one because they want to charge their phone.
Yeah. Sounds like dealy behaviour to me.
That sounds like very
Very
dealy.
dealy
Very
behaviour to
dealy.
me, yeah,
Right, now, look, Wheel of Fortune is continuing this Saturday at 6 o'clock on ITV1. 16 million watched the last one, so we're expecting it's going to be big.
That's pretty big.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.